Welcome to Camo's Mirror, where we look in the mirror at ourselves and the world around us. I'm your host, Camo, and today we're diving into a fascinating topic, things introverts find exhausting. Remember, this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. For personalized advice, always consult certified professionals. Joining me today is our subject matter expert, Solomon. Solomon, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Camo. Glad to be here.
Thanks for joining us, Solomon. Let's start by discussing the influence of Carl Jung on the terms introverts and extroverts. Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, first introduced these terms in the early 20th century. His work emphasized that introversion and extroversion are central to understanding personality types. Introverts are more focused on internal thoughts and feelings, while extroverts are oriented towards external stimuli and social interactions.
That's right, Camo. Jung's theory was groundbreaking and laid the foundation for modern psychology's understanding of personality. Introverts often feel drained by excessive social interactions because they derive energy from solitude and quiet reflection. Jung's work helped us see that these traits are not flaws, but essential aspects of an individual's personality. His ideas opened the door for further research into how people process experiences and recharge, fundamentally shaping our understanding of human behavior.
Speaking of which, Susan Cain has greatly contributed to the modern understanding of introverts. Her book, Quiet: The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, is a must-read. Cain argues that our culture undervalues introverts and overlooks their strengths.
Cain's insights are indeed powerful. She emphasizes that introverts are often more creative, reflective, and capable of deep thinking. In a society that often glorifies extroverted traits, it's crucial to recognize the unique contributions of introverts. For example, Cain highlights how introverts can excel in leadership roles, bringing a thoughtful and measured approach to decision-making. Her research shows that many successful leaders, like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, are introverts who have leveraged their introspective nature to their advantage.
Absolutely. Another fantastic book on this topic is The Introvert Advantage: How Quiet People Can Thrive in an Extrovert World, by Marty Olson Laney. Laney explores how introverts can leverage their strengths in a world that often seems designed for extroverts.
Laney's book is a great resource for introverts looking to navigate social expectations and professional environments. She provides practical advice on managing energy, finding meaningful work, and building relationships. One of her key points is the importance of understanding one's energy cycles and planning activities accordingly. Laney also offers strategies for introverts to assert themselves in extroverted environments, such as preparing for social interactions in advance and creating quiet spaces for recharging during busy days.
Now let's talk about some specific things introverts find exhausting. One major challenge is large social gatherings. Introverts often feel overwhelmed by the noise and energy of big groups, preferring smaller, more intimate settings.
Yes, large gatherings can be particularly draining. Introverts tend to prefer one-on-one conversations where they can connect deeply rather than surface-level chit-chat. This preference can make networking events and parties especially exhausting. When introverts are in environments with high sensory input, like loud music and constant activity, it can lead to sensory overload, which is physically and mentally taxing. Planning for these events by identifying quiet spots to retreat to or limiting the time spent in such environments can help manage this exhaustion.
Another aspect is the pressure to be outgoing and sociable at all times. In many professional and social settings, there's an expectation to constantly engage and interact, which can be taxing for introverts.
Exactly. The need to be on all the time can lead to burnout. Introverts need downtime to recharge, and without it, they can experience significant stress and fatigue. It's important for introverts to recognize their limits and communicate them clearly to others. Setting boundaries, such as scheduling alone time or declining social invitations when feeling overwhelmed, is crucial for maintaining mental health and well-being. Introverts should feel empowered to prioritize their needs without feeling guilty or inadequate.
Public speaking and being the center of attention are also common stressor. While some introverts can excel at public speaking, it often requires a lot of preparation and mental energy.
Public speaking can be a double-edged sword. With preparation, introverts can deliver compelling presentations, but the process can be exhausting. It's important for introverts to find ways to manage their energy and practice self-care. Techniques such as rehearsing extensively, visualizing the presentation, and taking time to relax before and after the event can help mitigate the stress. Additionally, introverts should seek supportive environments where they can build their confidence gradually rather than being thrust into the spotlight unprepared.
Finally, we shouldn't overlook the importance of self-care and setting boundaries. Introverts need to prioritize alone time to recharge and set limits on social obligations.
That's key. Understanding personal limits and communicating them to others can help introverts maintain their well-being and avoid burnout. Self-care practices, such as mindfulness, meditation, and engaging in solitary hobbies, can significantly enhance an introvert's ability to cope with social demands. It's also beneficial for introverts to cultivate relationships with people who understand and respect their need for solitude, creating a supportive network that encourages healthy boundaries.
Thanks, Solomon, for sharing these valuable insights. It's important for both introverts and extroverts to understand and respect each other's needs.
Thanks for having me, Camo. It's been a great conversation.
Thank you, Solomon. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Camo's Mirror. Remember to look in the mirror at yourselves and the world around you. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourselves.